You live from the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. We've been talking about rewarding our legends and doing enough, of course, to recognize what efforts they put in during their active years, and of course ensuring that their legacies are not forgotten. Kayode Tijani has joined me now, and Kayode is a stickler for history and records, and I'm not shocked that Kayode is involved in this kind of project. Kayode, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Well, good to be on this award-winning program.
Kayode, but let me start by asking you this question. Do you think we're doing enough to reward our legends? Are we doing enough as a nation to reward our past heroes, dead or alive, our sports legends?
No, obviously we are not. I mean, even you know that. But let me make something very clear. I've been one of those who have been championing, rewarding former athletes, icons, legends, whatever you want to call them. But I have to make this point clear, because we are not saying that Nigeria owes past heroes when it comes to cash.
Because they get their bonuses, they get allowances,
10,000.
they get endorsements, and a lot of things.
Exactly. $10,000 today used to be what the Super Eagles of Keshi's era was $5,000. So it used to be, even from Ilerica's era, from all those times, the kind of money athletes, players get is far more in monetary terms and everything than what a normal average worker in Nigeria gets. So what we are saying is that, okay, the Ilerica's or Degbamis, that era is different from now. The kind of money these guys get now is so different from what they used to get then. It's tough for them, because you see, these players served Nigeria. Then it was different from now. Today's players are different. They want to see the color of the cash. The Ilerica's, the Christian Shukus, the Modupe Oshikoyas, just wanted to start.
Did it for the fun of it.
I interviewed Modupe Oshikoya.
Even for free, they are ready to do it.
They just wanted the honor of wearing the national team jersey. I interviewed Modupe Oshikoya, and she's shocked when players or athletes are talking about money. She can't believe it. But hey, listen, look at what happened to most of them. At the end of the day, they were abandoned. It's very simple. You talked about Noji Mayego. He's in Austria, blind. Nobody cares. He says he's in Austria because he has somebody to take care of him. So we are not doing enough. You have to look at Nigeria as a country again. It goes beyond sports.
Every sector
in England,
of national life.
When I was in England, I studied their own structure of rewarding the athletes. They don't give money after your career. But let's forget something very vital, very fundamental. England, for instance, as a country, whether you've played football or not, whether you've ever done any sports in your life or not, when you're about 60, 65, you're going to get pension for life. So you won't get a former player begging for food. You won't get a former player, all of them wanting to coach the Super Eagles. That is the word. So because there's no pension system in Nigeria, it doesn't work. That's a fact. You have to look at these people who served Nigeria all the rest of their life. I had Hagawa on live TV in England once, and it was like, listening to this. I said, I don't want to play for Nigeria again. And everybody, they begged him to come back. He said he got injured playing for Nigeria. So he's not saying Nigeria should really be the one to bankroll his surgery. But at the end of the day, he went to surgery. It was in Europe, but he went to do the surgery in Germany. No single call from anybody from the Nigerian Football Association as at that time. He said he was mad. He thought about it. If I died like Okaraji, that's it for my family. I interviewed Okaraji's brother. Okaraji's brother told me, he showed me a document where Okaraji signed for insurance policy with his club. And the clause was, listen, if you get injured or die or do whatever happens to you outside of Europe, no money for you. He died playing for Nigeria.
In Lagos.
So they are still in court now with the family. The club is saying, listen to us, this is legal. We just follow it by the rules. Till today, the federal government of Nigeria have done nothing for the Okaraji family. The governor of Lagos State gave his mom 1 million naira. That's the one I can recall. The state governor did nothing. Okaraji died, lost his life, and this brings us to insurance. Presently now, the Nigerian Football Association is doing so much. I mean, they have a listening ears. I came to Abuja to meet the Nigerian Football Federation. And you said it's 20 years that Muda Lawal died. They honored him. They honored the family in London and Lagos. They are listening. But really, we want more. You know why? What is the insurance policy for these players anytime they put on the national team?
Well, so somebody on Twitter is asking us a question. It says, we have poor archives in Nigeria. We don't see visuals. We don't see clips. And it says, Odegbami, for example, we can't see this clip. You just saw a little bit of Odegbami now. Those amazing dribble runs on the right flank and all the goals, 1980. So I think one of the things that will be done is that they will allow us to see some of these heroes, documentaries around them and all of that. And just before I come to you, we also want you to join us on our platforms, on Facebook, on Twitter. A whole lot of handles are there for you. You can join us and pass your own comments. Adegbami, watch him on your screen, see that move. I mean, is a master of those amazing runs down the right, the cross comes in and the goal is scored. So you will see a lot of this leading to rewarding some of these guys so that we can truly recognize and appreciate what these people do.
Archive won't be a problem. I mean, there's archive from the beginning till now. You are going to see, they are going to see UK tourist team, Tonda Balogun and Waesho, all of them playing games. Full games, highlights, everything. You're going to see Dick Tiger, or you're going to see Ogan Kibasi winning Nigeria's first ever world title. You're going to see Dick Tiger winning in different categories world titles. You're going to see Nigeria's first Nations Cup, 63 till everything that has ever happened till now. Shegun Odegbami that you're talking about actually, I mean, really pioneered this archive thing. That was where I started it from. He got so much then. And, you know, watching Odegbami, he could play today's game very easily. I have all the full highlight, all his goals, dribbles. You're like, this is magical. People don't get to see them. Why? So, but they are there. Everybody, because everybody who gets an award, we're going to show the archives. Let me give you an example. You know Albert Oyawuna. He was the Rashidi Yekinis of the 50s and 60s. He's in first attack right now. I go to his house regularly. He said he's not going to beg Nigeria for food. People should stop saying he wants food. He's going blind, practically blind. In first attack, nobody cares.
Nobody knows he's even there.
That's the problem. Albert Oyawuna, I mean, some will be like, I was not born when he was playing, but I watch his archives. I know who he was then. So you know what? You can't do this. It costs you nothing. I'm sorry to say this. Politicians, you know, if some are saying, okay, why are you talking about players? They only want to serve Nigeria. Politicians are collecting 240 million per year. So these guys serve Nigeria. Listen, you, Toyi, you need to tell me how much can Nigeria spend public relations in the world? Go out there with all the money and tell me the impact that you would achieve. Like 1996, Kanu scoring those 2 goals against Brazil, winning in the final. We were 94, winning the Nations Cup. You understand? What impact?
I mean, an amazing story, Kayode. I saw Kanu today when I was coming into Abuja. He's on his way somewhere to go and meet someone to help redeem a pledge around the Kanu Art Foundation.
Kanu Art Foundation, Samson Siasia's academy. I can tell you hundreds of them that people are not redeeming. They just, you know, player, it goes beyond that. Abroad, look at what happens abroad. Like I told you, the pension scheme is there. You don't need anybody to. If we are abroad, our moms don't need to collect money from us. They are pigeonhole. They put it there weekly, their pension. But let's leave that. What I'm saying is, you know about the American Basketball Hall of Fame. You know the Athletics Hall of Fame. You know everything. There's all of fame. They just want
recognition.
That 2 minutes of calling them on. They're showing their clips. Sugar Ray Leonard, when he entered the Boxing Hall of Fame, he said, I felt like crying. That is honor. The BBC award, they do posthumous. Players who are gone, athletes who are gone, and they do lifetime achievement. Even if you're 90, you are going to walk in there. That is your moment in the sun. They can't forget. And literally, athletes come in and are going to see, you know what? In 30, 40, 50, 60 years, they are going to do this for me. We don't do that. We don't. We are talking about payment. I said earlier now, this Nigeria Football Federation is doing so much. Trust me. I give them a pass mark. They are really trying, honestly. But I want to know, we have to, the insurance, if any of these players get injured for life, men for life, God forbid, what happens? What happens? They need to know. If I know I'm insured, British players, their winning bonus is not up to $2,000. They don't need it. But they know anything happens to them for life, they are set. In fact, it's so very interesting. You know, if anything happens to you for the rest of your life, not money-wise, you will not be found wanting. You are going to go in there and die for your country.